Hi, hello, welcome. Hi. Hi there. Happy Friday. Hi, hey. We're live. We're here. I think that's good. Just in case we do some yelling later. Okay, maybe that's good then. Okay, welcome in everyone. How are we doing today? It's good to be back. Wow, it's very bright in here today. Let me see. It actually seems like normal. There we go, that's better. Okay, who is first today? Kimmers, thanks for being first. We got Samo with us last Friday with Samo. Last weekend, I guess we can say as well, with him around. So we'll make sure that we enjoy it. Hello, Michael, Daughtery Fitness, welcome. Cookie, it's good to see you. Blood Oak, hello. One more week till your 3-week vacation. It's coming up quick, hey? That's so exciting. Valk, good to see you too. The voice was a bit low. It's better now. I had to turn it up. Did everyone have a good week? What did you get up to? Badoka is asking how everyone is doing. So far, so good here. I'm laughing at my hair because it looks hilarious right now. I got wings on each side. I'm about to fly away. You didn't have a good week, Palooza. What's happening? We had a really relaxing week. It was wonderful. Did a couple things, relaxed. Here we are. Here we are, friends. We did some grocery shopping this morning. We were gonna go yesterday, and then that just didn't happen. And we were like, okay, we're gonna go in the morning. We didn't go in the morning. We're gonna go at night. We didn't go at night either. So we just went this morning and it was awesome. Just a miserable bastard. Nothing special though. Okay, so same olds. So we're surviving, maybe not thriving. That's okay. That's all right. The weekend is coming up. Maybe things will get better. You never know. I'm seeing everyone's Twitch recaps for their badges up in chat. So that's cool if you guys did that. I don't know if you saw it, but thank you. I don't know if you get the badge in my channel if you were one of the top supporters. I guess we'll see. But that was so exciting. I don't know if you guys ever look into that, but you'll get an email at the end of every year from Twitch, and they'll tell you, for a viewer, I think it's different than obviously a streamer, but they'll tell you who you watch the most and what you contributed and stuff like that. It's just a fun little thing for our community. So I sent messages to I think 7 people yesterday from our community saying thanks to all of our top supporters. So thanks, friends. I see a couple of you are in here. Carrot Potato, welcome. How have you been? Scaramouche. They will confirm our Twitch addiction. It's oh, that's how many hours I spent on the platform? Oops. Trying to finish up, sell a couple projects at work before you go, Blood Oak. Got a really big one. 3.5 million. A vote to sell it requires a lot of prep. That is so cool, dude. That sounds exciting. I hope you get them finished up. 46 months in a row with White Dove, chat. Thank you very much. That's a good way to start the stream. First subby of the day, White Dove. I hope you're doing good. And Samovar, hi. What? We're already close to a hype train. Scaramouche, thank you for the 107 bits. We haven't done anything yet. Relax, everyone. Hi, Titan, you're 3 minutes late. Yep, confirmed. 3 minutes late. What are we gonna do? Eric, thank you for the 45. How was your week, dude? Good to see everyone on a Friday. Usually everyone's at work. Are we getting a little bit more time off because of December? Holidays coming up? It's the best. The number needs to be odd just in case Annie comes in later when he's back from school. Been really busy with work. Your chef left, so the sous chef and you have been picking everything up. Kimmers, Thank you. Look how cool that looks, what they did for the holidays. Thanks for setting it off. Kimmer says 1,000 bits, we need a hype train. What? Okay, so Carrot Potato's been like working hard in the kitchen because the chef left. That is like always a struggle. I've been there, dude. So like, good job hanging in there. That's, yeah. It builds character, let's say, and courage. Look at this. Twitch donated bits too. So Twitch will donate minimum 10% bits extra for every 300 bits for the rest of the month. I think until January 2nd. That's so cool. Thank you very much, Kimmers. You had to use up some paid vacation time. Now is like such a good time to do that, for sure. You don't gotta be at work until later. Well, that's always a good thing. Now you get to spend lots of time with us then, right? Okay, so then a couple more things I wanted to talk about before we get started today. Pretty easy menu anyways. I'm not stressed about the time that it's gonna take us to cook. But we talked about this, I forget if it was like a week or two ago now, about doing some more like festive cookie boxes for you guys for the end of the year. They'll be sent out in the new year though. And as well as doing some Canadian snack boxes to send out too. So I'm gonna get those organized. Maybe I'll make the graphic up tonight if I'm feeling okay, but definitely organized so that we can start getting them like ordered, let's say next week. And then, like I said, we'll ship them in the new year to all of you guys though, because trying to send stuff during the holidays right now is just so annoying. I don't want to run into any issues of like things getting lost and stuff like that, just because there's like so much more volume at this time of year. And yeah, we've always had great success just sending them like the first week of January after all of the craziness is done. Canadian snack boxes made from real Canadians and real snacks. It's always better after the first of the year. And then it's like kind of a cool surprise to get in January, right? Because like you're done with Christmas and you're not really expecting anything special. So that's always fun to do. Nice, you got all your groceries for the weekend. We got some lamb this morning. We are so excited. We had like packs of lamb chops were $6 off at the store. Got like a big pack of lamb chops for 20 bucks. Lovely. And did you see that recipe, Buttock? It looked really good, and now I want to make banh mi. I'm gonna be making chimkin thigh banh mi with pickled daikon, carrot, cucumber, Kewpie mayo, Maggi drizzle, and some spring onion. That sounds so good. That's what I would make on mine too. I'm not like a pate person. It has to be like really, really, really well done. A fancy pate, if you will. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I want to get into this like conversation, but we are like down to talk about anything in chat. I'm like feeling into it today. Do animal foods, this is a first time chatter here, so do animal foods seem kind of unsustainable? You gotta feed the animal copious crops. So what do you guys think? Does everyone in here eat proteins, like meat proteins in their diet, or do we have some vegetarians? Here's what I'm gonna say to you, Gakko Yakai, is over the years, I have started to eat less meat in my diet, and during my like meals of the day, I mostly will just eat like one meat protein a day, whether that's like for my breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then my other meals, I will like supplement the protein with other sources, whether it's legumes and stuff like that, or eggs and a lot of dairy. So it can be unsustainable for sure if you eat a lot of meat every day, but it doesn't have to be. You spent $3.50 for half of next week's food that you're making, Kimmers. I honestly don't know, like, if we had kids, how we would, like, raise them. That's insane, you guys. Yeah, exactly. Like, we almost eat more vegetarian than not, which is crazy to think. Sometimes it's out of laziness too, though. That is fair as well. That is very fair as well. Okay, let me see if Stream Elements is working today. And thank you for starting the stream off with the hype train. Okay, we even got new emotes for the hype train right now. I'm actually pumped. Look at it. Choo choo! 2 subbies, 1,257 bitties. Thank you, friends. And yeah, you gotta always include feeding your fluffy kitties. Okay, let me press this button, see if we're gonna work. Let's work today. Oh my gosh, it works today. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, so there's the menu for the day. Barbecue chicken thighs in the oven. We were gonna do them in the Traeger. I don't know if you guys saw me post the recipe online on Discord for us. And then we went to go use the Traeger and realized that it's like covered in pigeon poop, the plug, just to plug the Traeger in. So I was like, I'm not gonna deal with that today. So we're just gonna do barbecue oven chicken thighs instead, because that's where we are in our life. And then brothy white beans with tomato and sweet corn. I found this recipe that looked so good. They're supposed to be butter beans, but I couldn't find those. I think I had to go to the Italian market or something to find like the big white lima beans. So I just got these instead to use. And it's so easy. Lately we've been like pressure cooking dried beans on stream, and it takes a while. Like canned beans, white kidney beans. Thought this would be like the closest thing to it. So that's what we're gonna use with that. And I do have a recipe for this if you wanna check it out. It's just for the chicken and the beans, and then we got some romaine this week, and we also got bacon today, so I thought we would just make a quick and easy side Caesar salad with no croutons. Because I don't eat much wheat. And Samuel doesn't really eat much wheat anymore either. No risotto? What are we doing? We had risotto for like 3 days straight. Okay, let me write a little prep list, and then away we go. So Oak is making banh mi today. What's everyone else eating and getting up to? I think we're just gonna go for a walk later. It looks like it might snow outside today. It was supposed to snow yesterday, which is why we like didn't want to go out, because people just get driving crazy out there when that happens. But yeah, we didn't get any snow. We should start cooking bugs. They're more sustainable. I don't want to upset anyone, but dairy seems unsustainable too, if that's a goal for you. I think you can be as sustainable or unsustainable as you want. It depends on where you source your ingredients from. That is like a huge one I find these days. We did go for a walk yesterday. Yeah? Okay. What? Oh, he just needed to know if we did or did not go for a walk yesterday. You know what I'm gonna tell you? You can always look at your activity history that you record your outdoor walk.
Or I can ask my wife.
You could, yes. What yummy food are we making today? We're making oven baked barbecue chicken thighs, brothy beans with tomato and some corn in there, and maybe some cheese. And then a Caesar salad, because why not? It's like such a random menu today, but that's what I was feeling. A few weeks ago, you made a mushroom risotto with chicken cordon bleu for you and your parents. That's funny. Yeah, that's what I made like few weeks ago too now, was a wild mushroom risotto. And then Stream Elements just kept being weird, and every time I'd update the menu command, it would always just keep saying risotto, so that's like our going joke on the stream. Okay, so what's gonna be the longest thing to make today? The chicken thighs will take about like 30 minutes to bake. Let's see. I'm gonna not make a homemade sauce for it either today. Does that make me lazy, chat? Not a homemade barbecue sauce. Brothy beans. Frothy beans? Beans are mad on rabies. They're frothing at the mouth. That's some pretty crazy bean scaramouche. Okay, so this recipe I linked does tell you how to make your own barbecue sauce. And honestly, if you've never done it before, at least try it once at home. It's so simple. You just put all the ingredients in a saucepan, simmer it for about half an hour, and you're good to go. And then it can sit in the fridge for like up to a month while you use it up on all the different things. But I have a barbecue sauce in the fridge, so I thought I'd use that up first before we made one. And then we have like too much barbecue sauce. So let's see. She makes the sauce. If you're not gonna make it, just get your bottle or however you get it. And then she marinades it. This is what she says. Dump, bake, baste, and broil. Basically, you dump the chicken in the pan, you sauce it. I'm gonna add a step by seasoning the chicken first. And we're actually gonna bake this chicken like without barbecue sauce on it the whole time. We'll probably put the sauce on either halfway or closer to the end because of, she says she broils it at the end, probably just to get the skin a bit crispy. So it's almost smarter to like broil it without the sauce on it. We'll see how it ends up. But just know, like, sometimes if you put the barbecue sauce or sugary sauces on early, it could make your chicken go too dark or whatever the meat is. The beans sound good, hey, Valk? I wish I could find the proper lima beans because I have never eaten those ones before. But yeah, I'm back on my bean kick. Is Sammy okay? He sounded wheezy. Oh, he's wheezy, but he's okay. Don't you worry about him. He's wheezing for reasons. Sometimes something that's worth doing is worth underdoing because it's better than not doing anything at all. That's your favorite saying. I love it, Blood Oak. It's true, though. Even a little bit of effort is better than no effort. Got 20 kilos of short grain rice? That is a lot of rice, friend. Your mom asked if you want to cook that day because she'd be home late. That's a lot of rice. Now you have to make a bunch of things to use it up. Okay, this is one tip she says for the sauce and the chicken. And this actually was also a tip on the like smoked Traeger chicken thigh recipe too that we were originally gonna do. Is you thin the barbecue sauce out a little bit with water as well. So that's interesting, so we can try that. They also added like some honey to it. So I'll just write down on our list. I always like to write a list before we start cooking so that we get a general idea of our things that we have to prepare. And then we don't forget anything either. So our barbecue chicken, we're gonna season them first, and then I like to just kind of let them sit out after we season them. If you're gonna cook them right away, let them sit for up to an hour on the counter. If you're not gonna cook them right away, just pop them back in the fridge for then. So we'll season it, and then we will bake, let's say, because like I said, we're not gonna bake it with the sauce on right away. Scroll down, scrolling through the life stories. Dun, dun, dun. She says, so 400 Fahrenheit, which is a good temperature for this, because you really want to get that skin crispy. Like render out some of the fat from the chicken. Thank you very much, Lucky Luso, subscribing for 33 months in a row. Thank you for being part of the kitchen crew. How are you doing today? I literally am Santa. I'm making a list and check it twice, maybe even thrice. Cute shirt, thank you. I was wondering if it's too funny because it's like not Christmassy at all. I was like, but I love this shirt. It's really warm out today too. I can't believe I'm wearing a t-shirt in the middle of December. I'm not used to this. Okay, so bake our chicken, 400 Fahrenheit. It says 20 minutes. And then after that, we'll put the sauce on. Sauce it. And then from there, let's do like another 15 minutes, let's say. Actually, let's do 10. Do another 10, because that'll be a solid 30 minutes. And then we still have to calculate in the broiling time. But just know, If the chicken only takes around 30 to 40 minutes, then you really want to make sure everything else is also going to be ready at the same time, right? Like we got to get our beans going on the stove top. Lucky you're recovering from surgery, but you're doing well. Well, that's always good news when you're recovering nice and quick. I hope that continues. That's so cool, carrot potato. I wish I could do that here. Like, I'm sure I could. We have some, like, different butchers around that are really small and local. But I'm always, like, kind of scared of buying meat that might make me sick or something. I don't know. I'd have to go and check it out. That's about it, I suppose. Okay, these Brothy weeknight, they call them butter beans because that's the variety they used. They say these easy stewed beans are ready in 30 minutes or less, perfect for a quick dinner on busy weeknights or Fridays. Because growing up, we never really cooked anything on Fridays, my parents. Fridays was like pizza day or something quick like that, just order in food. But yeah, during the week, like I could see my mom making this. It says served with crusty bread to sop up a light cozy broth. Add extra veggies if you have them on hand. It can be vegetarian, vegan, or dairy free. Easy mode. Wouldn't trust pork from a Turkish supermarket either. No. It's like, excuse me. Sir, what is this doing here? Or yes, we could make it Wednesdays for lunch. Exactly. I also thought that this would be a good thing to have left over in the fridge. So we're gonna like make a little bit extra. She says you can add protein to the beans too. If you didn't want to like make something on the side, like we're doing our chicken today, you can add shredded chicken, shrimp, chorizo into the beans, which would be so good, or like Italian sausage. Just make it a complete meal on its own. Okay, so our beans. Whenever we use canned beans, we know it's not going to take too long for it to cook. And like she said, like 30 minutes or so to make these beans sounds about right. It's been a long time, Carrot Potato. Last thing you remember is me and Sammy doing construction work to fund the food truck. How's that going? Oh yeah, we've like made some big life changes since then. We don't work that job at all anymore, and we don't even like live in the same province either. We've moved, we've changed jobs. Sam doesn't even work in the kitchen anymore. He's working at a gold mine. I've been working there too. I'm trying to get back up there. But currently I'm just chilling at home streaming. What? Don't beans have protein? Yes, beans have protein in them. I think they were just suggesting if you wanted extra protein in your meal, you could always add more to it. So the base of this, like it sounded so delicious, the broth that you put the beans and stuff into. So oil, they did shallot. I'm just gonna use onion today. Garlic, red pepper flakes if you want it a bit spicy. Tomatoes, your canned beans drained. Vegetable broth, salt and pepper, lemon, fresh herbs chopped. And then I have some corn. I'm pretty sure I have corn in the freezer. Yeah, I had organic frozen corn in there. And I know like corn and tomato and beans go really good together. Almost like kind of summery dish, honestly. But yeah, we'll take out some of that corn and just put it in at the end so it stays nice and fresh. You really have missed a lot, Carrot Potato. You'll get used to how much we change things in our life. We honestly like never stay stagnant. We're always working on something. Okay, so the beans, let's say our onion, garlic, aromatics. And then we'll say our broth, tomato and corn. And then herbs and cheese. That's the best finisher. Herbs and cheeses? A handful of unsalted nuts is a healthy snack. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I've been snacking on like dates and nuts lately together. It's so delicious. Okay, and then lastly, our Caesar salad. I didn't link a recipe for this because I'm not putting like a ton of effort into it. Nothing's really gonna be homemade, if you will. So we gotta chop up our romaine. We just have a store-bought dressing, Renee's. So the dressing, but I believe I have a Caesar salad dressing linked in Discord if you wanted to make your own. Try your hand at that. Yeah, a handful of anything. Now that's portion control. It's almost like how I eat. I'll just like pick little handfuls of stuff. I'm such a grazer. Okay, our romaine, our dressing, we'll get some more. So when we get the cheese for the beans, because it's gonna be an aged Gouda, we'll get some of the cheese for the Caesar salad, and then lastly our bacon. So we'll just bake our bacon to make bacon bits while the chicken is cooking probably. That'll be good. And that's it, friends. Boom. And tomorrow we have way more cooking for Katniss's meal. I'm actually really excited for that. Okay, let's get started. We'll get our chicken out. We'll season it up. We'll put it over to the side and then we'll get everything else going. I don't think this is gonna take us very long today. You started going to the gym, but you don't care for a whole protein shake stuff. You just eat some nice chicken dish or have some nuts for your protein intake. That's a good idea. How else could you get some easy protein? I mean, eggs are always the easiest one. I hope that you enjoy eggs. Because there's so many different ways that you can also have eggs, right? You can have them boiled, scrambled, fried, whatever. Omelet, scrambled, yeah, anything. So that's like such a good, cheap, and also very healthy for you, the fats in the eggs. Try that if you have a little bit of time. And if you don't have time, just have like a boiled egg ready to go. Beans do have protein. That's so funny. You're the second person that's like, beans have protein. You're right, guys. They do. Let's see if this recipe has nutrition info. I don't think so. Okay, there's a couple comments though. People are like loving the beans, they're saying. They make them like weekly. Okay, there's no... Oh, there was nutrition. Sorry. Okay. So, what is our serving size? This recipe only serves 2. 115-ounce can of beans. So we'll double it then. So let's say half a can of beans has like 10 grams of protein. And usually we should be aiming for like around 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal is like optimal for humans because we are literally made of protein. That's what our muscles are made of, so we need it. So that's good, like 10 grams of protein in just our beans alone, and then we still have our chicken on the side. So you don't have to eat a lot of chicken to get the rest of that protein. Like 1 or 2 pieces and you're good to go, right? So it really does save to cook pulses and things like that that have extra protein, because then you don't have to eat as much meat. Cool. Okay, come on over. 32 grams of protein in a can of tuna in oil. Yes, yeah, that's why I always have canned fish around as well. My canned smoked oysters is such a good like supplemental thing. Okay, we got so much chicken today. So some of this I'm gonna pack away for myself when the boys are gone. So I can have chicken thighs to cook either on stream or during the week. So I'm just gonna get 2 freezer bags, or you could like vacuum seal them. You might as well pack it up while we're at this stage though. And then I usually aim for like 3 chicken thighs per person. And then just to season these, I think we'll just do them on a sheet pan. Maybe I should just prepare the whole sheet pan to bake the chicken first. So I'm gonna do a foil and parchment lining. I'm just not gonna show you guys because it looks weird. Egg sandwich with mayo. Yo, I loved when my dad would make like fried egg sandwiches. Hell yeah.
Every day, no problem.
Yeah, fried egg sandwich. Oh my gosh. So shake the egg mixture, bake it in a pan, flip it around, it starts rising and fluffing up. Okay, that actually sounds so good. I've made like an egg hash brown casserole before. That is so good, meal prepped to heat up in the mornings. Coffee beans, ain't no protein in there. That's what we call a bean consomme. A bean juice, if you will. A tea. Whenever you're using stuff that's like a sugary sauce, always good to line with foil, because it really bakes on and sticks on there. Yeah, brown bean flavored extract. Blood Oak likes his bean consomme. People might think bean consomme is just one flavor. No, no. It's all in the roast. An update on you too. I love updates. And it's not just me updating everyone. Finally, all the financial stuff is taken care of. Finally officially saving up for living a year in Japan? Dude, do it. Please follow this through so I can live vicariously through you. I will never regret traveling while I was in my younger years, let's say. I was gonna say while I was young, but then some of you be like, Kate, please.
Before Sam era?
The pre-Sam era, yes.
Good choice.
Okay, now we're back. It's chicken time. Bonk loves his Kewpie. It's like someone has to make a pun in chat if Annie's not here. I gotta turn this back up. It got dark again. I'm gonna open these up. I didn't even look at the price of these chicken thighs. Okay, so $30 for 3.5 kilos of chicken thighs. That's not bad. That's a lot of chicken in this. Cause like, what? I haven't gone to a restaurant really recently that cooks like higher end food, but I'm pretty sure one chicken plate for one person is probably close to $30 now. We can feed at least like 6 people from this.
How much was your chicken last week?
My chicken last week?
Or the week before?
Like the thighs?
Yeah, how much was
Well, one pack of six boneless skin on thighs halal was $8. So that's a comparison right there. They're back from Japan. I caught like one stream while they were there, and it actually made me so happy. I just like popped on Twitch in the morning. I don't know why. And I felt like weird because I didn't want to like commit to watching the whole thing, so I was just like creeping. But it looks so fun though. I really want to go to Japan. Okay, so I said like 3 chicken thighs per person. These are bone-in, skin on. We want a little bit extra though, right, Samo?
Yeah.
Probably cook like this one whole layer.
Sure.
Cook this one whole layer. These are massive. Looks so good. Here in the Netherlands, chicken like this is like 13 US per kilo. And this was $8 a kilo Canadian. So even cheaper for you guys. They had a lot of issues with connection this time around when they were streaming. Dang. I wonder why that is. Yeah, as long as they had a good time, that's what's most important. It's not always about, like, making content, right? Sometimes as creators, we get, like, so caught up in, like, how things should have been. Well, that's just, like, not really how life goes sometimes, right? You'll realize that. Just gotta adapt. And that is definitely one thing that streaming will teach you if you do IRL content. Okay, that looks so good. I just kind of tried to lay them out so they weren't like really crowding each other on the pan because they'll just roast up a lot nicer. You know what I'm excited for is all of the chicken fat that I'm going to save when these roast so that I can use it to cook with because we used up all of our grapeseed oil last week and I'm going to try to not buy anymore. So there's that. Now I'm just going to pack up the rest of this. I'm just going to split the package in two. I have 2 freezer bags with 6 thighs in each one. I couldn't open it. It's just for me, so I'm not scared of using my teeth. $13 US is 17 Canadian. Holy! That's expensive. Oh yeah, because carrot potatoes in the Netherlands. I fucking love my Europeans. You crazy wazies. We did it, everyone. Okay, now I gotta pack this up. Wash my hands. Ah. Get in there. The supermarket. Been watching this girl on YouTube who lives in Copenhagen with her boyfriend. They're like doing an interrail trip like this last summer. It's been so cool to like see all the different countries and stuff. It really makes me miss Europe. All the food looks so good there. It's like so different from North America. Huh? What's she saying? Carrot potato with the pro tips in the Netherlands. Go to the Turkish supermarket. The chicken is cheaper there. Okay, and then if you are like very organized person, usually I like to like flatten it out because you'll save room in the freezer. And then we just label it. Just say what it is and a date. Chick's thigh. Wait, there's chick's thighs in there? What is today? The 15th? Boom. You'd have to go 25 minutes away just to find that supermarket. That's like how far we had to drive today to go get this chicken because we didn't like the chicken at the one other store that we go to. So yeah, I always try and put my pen back in my chef coat that I'm no longer wearing. It's always hilarious. The date you use them before they go bad. I always put the date that I put it in the freezer, because that's like the closest to when you bought it, right? Then those are good to go. Okay, I'm gonna go grab our seasoning. We make a homemade poultry spice rub, usually for the smoker. Cookie! Thank you! 1,543 bits from Cookie, evening it up 37%. As well, Twitch just added 154 bits too. Thank you. Bonus biddies. Yeah, they threw you off. Did they auto add it to your amount then?
Yeah.
Cool. This is fun. And then I forgot to mention earlier to everyone that's already in here, there's like discounts on subs and stuff for the rest of the month too. Where's my poultry rub? Poultry. That's the one. Looks very peppery. Okay, this is what it is. It's not this. This is our homemade poultry spice. So equal parts to salt and pepper. And then what do I even do in here? I'm like trying to remember. It's paprika, garlic, and then just like a poultry herb rub, which is usually like thyme, savory, sage, rosemary, and like all of those yummy herbs. So that's what it is. Samovar with the Prime Gaming sub, thank you very much. 4 months in a row being part of the kitchen crew. And yeah, this is such a yummy rub. It's good with chicken. I've done it with duck. I've done it with turkey. So that's why I just call it a poultry spice blend, because you can use it on different types of poultry. It's good in the smoker. It's good in the oven. I think I've even used it on pork and it was good too. And you will save a lot of money if you make these types of things yourself. I'm gonna give this one more shake. Just want the spices and stuff to look really even. There we go. Okay, so one nice little shake over there. It looks really pepper heavy, this one. It's okay if some of it falls off. But yeah, there was no suggestion of like salting or seasoning the chicken in the recipe that I linked, which is like a really important of cooking meat, really important part. So we should always take this step first before you sauce it. I guess maybe some barbecue sauces are a bit salty. I don't know what the thought was at that process. But things always taste better if you season them like throughout the cooking process rather than just at the end. I just tried to get an even amount of like the salt mostly, but it's definitely like a cracked pepper heavy rub this batch. Okay, so now we're just gonna put that to the side. First part, complete, seasoned. My pen go? There it is. And I always find like just using garlic and herbs on chicken, or any meat rather, you're good to go. You really can't go wrong with that. And then as far as sauce, we have this one still. So we did use this before on stream. We made actually barbecue oven ribs. Showed you guys, and that wasn't very long ago either. And then we had some sauce left over from that. This is the Diana's Gourmet Ribbon Chicken. And so I thought we would just use this on chicken today to show another different style. We did the ribs, now it's time for the chicken. And it's not a sauce that's like too sweet, it's not too smoky. I think that's why I really like that one. I'm just gonna wipe off the cut-in board. We got some like spices and stuff everywhere. Maybe next step I'll also tray the bacon so it's ready to go in the oven at the same time. Get all the meat things done first. And then the rest of the stream is easy peasy. Okay, I'll go grab the foil and parchment again. But you can't really have a Caesar salad without bacon bits. That sounds a bit crazy. Like, you can, I guess. But if you have the bacon, you should definitely cook the bacon. Good thing we got the bacon. I haven't had Caesar salad in a while. It's been a hot minute. It is one of my favorite salads. A salad with bacon and cheese. Caesar salad is also a really expensive salad to try and eat at a restaurant. All the ingredients in it are so expensive. You was 2 weeks old ago. Or you were 2 weeks ago old when you found out that there are people who microwave their bacon. Oh yes. Even here in North America, you can buy bacon in a package that you microwave it in the package from the store. You don't even have to take it out of the plastic to cook it. Now don't ask me how it is, because I would never. But just know that it exists. No, we got the nice thick cut. Shoot, I forgot to bring the foil back with me. Good old maple bacon. And it didn't even surprise us. Like, what will surprise us now? Because even if we see like bugs and stuff in the store, I don't even think that's gonna surprise us. Anything goes. Bacon strippies. It ain't applewood, but it's alderwood smoked with natural maple flavors. I need something to put this package into as well in the fridge. More freezer bags. A lot of times I'll try and reuse these bags though. If I don't use anything meaty, I'll just like wash it out and dry it so I can use it again. Does anyone else do that? I can't imagine the mess of microwaving bacon. Well, I guess you like wrap it in paper towel or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the best at microwave cookery. Sam microwaves bacon?
Or yeah.
When you're a young tot? The gallon-size freezer bags. Thanks for making me feel American, Cookie. Okay, here it is. It's a very long piece of bacon. That should be good. How much? 2, 4, 5. We'll do 6 strips of bacon for bacon bits because we could always have more Caesar salad throughout the week. Cooked bacon snacks are not bad?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this while my hands are gross. Look how long this is. This is the longest pork belly of life. It almost is the full length of the sheet pan. I have to buy, like, we gotta buy more Kleenex, more paper towel, more, like, freezer bags and stuff. But those are the things I, like, dread buying because they're all so expensive. Just layering this. This is how we're taught in culinary school. You, like, layer the fatty part of the bacon over the lean side so it doesn't dry out. Okay, now that's ready. Another messy thing, complete. Not the best looking bacon, but also not the worst. Put that over by the chicken. And then that'll take about like 15-20 minutes to cook. Let's just put this back in the fridge. And now it's time to prep the broth for the beans. Maybe take some corn out of the freezer. Adequate bacon is adequate. Thank you, Paloozer. Okay. Thank you very much, whoever that was. I'll have a look in a second. I'm in the fridge and I can't get out. I got garlic. That's important. Who dat? It's Happy. Thank you, Happy, for the 16-month in a row resub to the channel. How are you doing? Okay, what else was I getting? Corn. Get the corn. It's just frozen corn. Nothing crazy. Just gonna put this into a small container right now so it can thaw a little bit before we plan to use it. Let's do a cup worth. Maybe I'll just bring all of these little containers because we'll probably use them. Garlic is life. Yes, it is, Eric. Ever get locked in a walk-in fridge? Not by accident. So I would say the answer is yes, Cookie. So walk-in fridges, we'll just have a quick chat. There's like a safety on them where you can't really get locked in at any given time. And like most restaurants, you don't use a padlock or something on your walk-in fridge, right? But there is that like space where you can put a padlock in. So yeah, if you work with humans that you have a good relationship with, and that sometimes play a joke on you, yeah, they will, because also the light switches on the outside of the walk-in fridge too. So they'll definitely close the door to the fridge, put a skewer just in that little like lock part, and the skewer is just enough where it's hard enough to open the door to make you kind of freak out. And then yeah, they'll just turn the lights off on you. So if you don't like have a phone or anything for a light, you're literally just chilling in there. You're just like, okay, you find a milk crate, just pop a squat and wait for the next person to come into the fridge. So yes, you can have that happen. I do have a horror story though of like our camp up in Nunavut at work. So this is a bad one. Like people actually got in trouble. Is our fridges and freezers are all sea cans. So think of like a semi truck, a shipping container. They build the fridge into there, insulate it. Well, there is not the same safety locks on the C-can door as there is on a walk-in, like, built fridge. Now there is, though. Now they changed the door, but originally it was just, like, where you lift the big latch and, like, you really have to close it shut. Yeah, the baker went into the freezer one day and was grabbing a bunch of her stuff. And apparently the chef didn't realize that. And she was in the freezer and the chef closed the freezer for the night and, like, left. So the baker was in there for I don't know how long, many hours. So it can honestly be terrifying and, like, so dangerous. Like, that's so scary. But yeah, there's, like Palooza's saying, so there's, like, this little round little handle on the inside of a walk-in fridge door, and it's usually glow in the dark too. So if people turn the light off on you, that you can just, like, slam push and it'll just, like, open the door back up if they latched it. Oh yeah, the freezer gets real cold in the winter time when it's, like, minus 40 outside, right? Okay, we got our coin. So that was my story of walk-in fridges and freezers for the day. So yes, I've been stuck in one, but no, I wasn't really that scared because I knew I could get out. But you can honestly be, like, yelling in there and it's so hard to hear. Hi, One Crazy Uncle, welcome in. Yeah, you'd be warmer in the freezer than to go outside right now. I think Sambo said it's, like, minus 35 up there today. Yeah. Minus 38 Celsius up at their work. Yeah, it's bad enough you're in none of it, never mind to be locked in a freezer up there. Okay, I need for our brothy beans. I got our garlic here. I think I need onion. And then some herbs, our tomatoes, and different stuff like that. We'll keep prepping. Get my onion from the pantry. Because onions and potatoes will last longer if you keep them in the dark. We got these on sale. Remember how I've been complaining about a $3 for one onion? Well, Sam picked this up. The whole bag was $6. I said fine. I think it's just because I always like to use, like, white onions. And I don't think those are really grown everywhere. So maybe I need to grow my own white onions, I guess.
White onions are at business cost.
The white onions, they were there. I just don't use a ton of onions.
Well, you're gonna buy a big bag of onions.
Thanks, guys. So here's, like, one thing we're taught in culinary school. If we're making, like, a side dish, for example, risotto, rice, beans, pasta, anything like that. If you're making a sauce, the things in the sauce should be, like, cut to the size of the pasta or bean or whatever you're using. I don't even know, actually, how big these are, so maybe we should open these up and see. But I usually like to cut the aromatics, like, pretty nice and small. So I'm gonna go fine dice on the onion, and then I think for the garlic, we're just gonna slice it. Leave nice big pieces of it. Yeah, let's see how these beans look. I've never used a white kidney bean. But I saw that can, and I was like, oh, that's gotta be the closest thing to it. Has anyone in here ever had a butter bean? Sam was telling me that he actually had butter beans from a restaurant before. And what was it with the rest of the dish?
It was with a
Berkshire pork tenderloin. Ooh, that sounds good. This is it, chat. So it's literally the size of a kidney bean, but it's just white. So we can grab a fine mesh strainer since I did just open this. And then I actually like to keep some of this. Are they kind of like cannellini? That's what I'm gonna guess, cookie. Because we also have these other very small white beans called Great White Northern Beans. Or what's the other word? I don't know the other word for them. And I haven't used a ton of cannellini beans, but I think that this would be most similar. Navy beans. Yes, navy beans. So Great White Northern Beans is what they're called here in Canada. And then, yeah, navy beans are like just a smaller version of this. So really any white bean I think would be okay. For the reason that they're like really buttery. Maybe that's why they're called butter beans, right? But we can just do this. I'm gonna keep a little bit of this juice because I like how it adds like a consistency to the sauce or broth. But we might get enough from just it sitting over this container. Let's see. I'm gonna go quick. That way we catch some of this stuff. Those look yummy. I'm gonna try one. Mmm. The skin's so nice and soft. And the flavor of the beans actually really, really good. So that's that. And beans are awesome for just like soaking up any flavors you put with them. Interesting carrot potato. Yeah, so if you tried to open a spot there by making a walk-in into a sea can, it wouldn't pass inspection. That's some good safety regulations. I'm just gonna say working at a mine will definitely open your mind. They work a lot different than places that I've been at. That's all we gotta say about that. I don't even know if we'll use this whole onion. Maybe. It's pretty small. We can cook it down nice. And then this one's like almost sprouting already. That's probably why they're on sale. Starting to get old. But I just bought it. Just trimming that because it was a weird color. When I was picking up the egg noodles at this store this morning, I was in the pasta aisle. There was like no dried pastas in the store. It was actually kind of crazy. Like so used to there being so many different varieties, but there was like only one small section. I was like, does nobody eat pasta anymore? Just gonna leave this like root end. I find it never cooks down. It doesn't even taste that good either. But you could save it for like a vegetable broth or something like that if you wanted. What do you call a group of ships controlled by, how do you say that? Pinniped? Navy SEALs? What is pinniped? I don't even know what this word is. I'm intrigued. It's the biological name for a seal, a pinniped. Okay, now I've learned something new. Yeah, the day is complete. This is gonna be overflowing with onions. We really cut a bunch of it. That's okay though, because it's gonna like shrink when it cooks down. If it was just onions and beans, that would be weird, but we're putting other stuff in there. Just put that over by the stove where you're gonna be cooking. Ooh, I hate that. That's how your sweet potato was today? You didn't realize it till you got home? Came in a bag with others and it was already going bad? That's the worst. Especially when you like just buy it. You're like, I just got home. But like, you're not gonna go back to the store. You've already gone home. At least I wouldn't. Be like, oh, whatever, I guess. Are we gonna use all of this garlic? I don't think so. Go like that.
No, use it all.
There's a limit. Use like 3/4 of it. Yeah, Bonk would get mad at me. 2, 4, 6, 8 cloves of garlic. Walrus and sea lions are also pinniped. It's a funny word. Smash the garlic. A sneaky piece of onion. Are you guys starting to feel ready for Christmas? It's coming up quick. You guys get half the day off? Probably. Got the tree up and decorated. Nice cookie. Oh, we're not gonna use that one. R.I.P. garlic. You have shallots hanging in the shed? Nice. 10 more days, that's it. Wow. Where did the year go, we could say? That carrot potato, I still remember this one day I pulled up to the organic farm that I was volunteering at, and it was like the day after, or like a couple days after they did the garlic harvest and like had it all braided and drying. Holy smokes, I've never seen that much garlic hanging and drying at one time. A Japanese snack advent calendar? What's been like the best thing so far, Cookie? I've been loving my little Harry Potter Lego one. Speaking of, we have like a couple that we gotta build today. Together. I forget if I did yesterday's, I don't think so. Slice our garlics up. Next up, we will like quarter some tomatoes. You're not happy? You'll be able to see them after not seeing them for a year? Wait, you're not happy that you have to see them? Your restaurant is closed at Christmas and New Year's? Well, that's a rare occurrence. Lucky. Yeah, just like you said, lucky. You're gonna make a deer stew. A venison stew for the fam. That'll be delicious. Yeah, Samo's not gonna be here, but my parents are actually coming from the province over, so that'll be nice. I have a couple of different things planned for some days, so that's cool. Is Christmas on a weekend or during the week? Because then it probably won't even affect the stream schedule, which is awesome. Christmas is on a Monday? Cool. Okay, well, I'm going for brunch on Christmas Eve with my family, but maybe we can do a little Christmas Eve stream later that day. That could be good. A hanging out stream. Okay, there's our garlic. Yeah, let's chop up some thyme and we can put it in with the garlic as well. But then we have parsley that we're gonna chop up and add at the end. I don't think I want to use rosemary today. Also have some green onions that might be good in there. But maybe we're okay with just the white onion. That's weird, carrot potato. Your garlic was doing so good and then it just started drying out. Maybe not enough water at the end of the season. Like you don't realize how much water those things need as they're like finishing growing. I always found that. Like the end of the season uses so much water. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this cilantro because pretty sure it all died now. This is my herb bag that I keep in the fridge. But even then, like it's already going like kind of yellowed, but it's still like not going just straight rotten. It really, really helps to keep your herbs like that. A little bit of parsley for garnish to sprinkle over. We could even take some of these things apart. I find that like fresh herbs and stuff like this is some of the most expensive things to buy, so really important to take care of it once you have it home so it lasts a long time. I'll just like take a peek at it every couple days, see how it's looking. Almost like having a garden of your own. Crazy. I've had that happen before too in the garden though, carrot potato. It's like you put so much effort into something and like it still doesn't work. Sometimes it just happens. You're not happy, Michael. It's coming quick. It is really coming quick this year, I have to say. Cookie, your favorite treat so far in your advent calendar has been a black strawberry, freeze-dried strawberry infused with liquid dark chocolate. What? Freeze-dried strawberry infused with liquid dark chocolate. Yes, please. That sounds mad, I tell you. Okay, we're gonna pick our thyme off of the woody stem. Give it a little chop. Yeah, that too, Paloozer. Right off, a plant is dead, and then the next season just comes back with a vengeance. Takes over the whole garden. Says, mwahahaha. I'm excited because this year I don't have to cook for myself at Christmas. And as a chef...
Or others.
Yeah, and I don't have to even cook for others, it's true. As a chef, that is so rare. Like, from the starting of my career, I don't think there's been a Christmas where I haven't had to contribute. Or I'm, like, stuck at work and I don't even get to go to Christmas. So that happened many years in a row as well. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, Sam doesn't either. Wayne says whatever. Wayne, can you pack me in your bag? I'll come live in the cabin. Okay. I'll help. You have a lychee tomato plant? I remember us talking about this lychee tomato.
Oh.
What happened? Sent home? Oh no. It's funny how things just happen like clockwork, hey? When you predict the future. No way.
What?
What are you doing?
DVD.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was a creaking bed or something.
DVD.
Chat, the DVD's skipping. What timeline are we at? Where did I wake up? What's a DVD? This is true, yeah. If you're like a 2000s baby, you don't even know what a DVD is. Boom. We got it. We got all the time. Okay, just a fine little chopperoo, nothing crazy. It's already pretty small. Like some of my favorite Instagram accounts are the like 90s ones. So nostalgic. Holy cookie. Legendary. Just finished paying off the car loan this month. Good feels indeed. Yeah, as much as it seems like we're not doing anything with the truck, you guys, there's things happening behind the scenes, aka paying off debt, that is gonna make the truck build go a lot easier when we do start it. And I know we've talked about it being a thing that we don't just like start and then stop and start and stop. No, we want to like start it and then like fully follow it through. So things like that, paying off different loans, stuff like that, just gonna make it so much easier. Yeah, what is a VHS tape? Did you just tape over my Spice Girls concert? What is wrong with you? That is an actual thing that happened in my life. Did you just tape over my Spice Girls concert? How dare you? It was the World Tour concert, okay? Oh my gosh, I need another little container? Thought I had 3. Where did it go? Oh, I put corn in it. Okay, this is just for garnish, the parsley. Just getting her done while we're in the chopping zone. This will be really yummy with the beans. And then I don't know what's next after this. Oh, doing our tomato. That's what we'll do. So much easier to chop dry herbs, like that aren't soaking wet from the store. Yeah, for sure. Hoping to get the job. I've been looking. I've been watching. chat wants me to get the job, but then they also don't, because that means that I have to leave again for 3 weeks at a time. Found out how to be able to do that yourself when you're a kid. Got to tape, put it on the part so it records over, right? I knew it too. Now, if you were to ask me, I wonder if you were to like go to set something up to record on the tape, would you be able to?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it like riding a bike?
Oh yeah, no problem.
No problem, Samo says. Yeah, gotta figure out how to stream from work. I've asked to bring the Starlink up. So far, it's not allowed though. Because trust me, it's literally just sitting in the closet. Just wanted to wipe that. You can see where the herbs really stain the wooden cut-in board. The chlorophyll. That's the stuff. Okay, let's see where we're at here on this list. You can program a VCR. There you go. Yes, yeah. Samo has to bring the GoPro up for sure. Okay, our beans. Onion, garlic. Aromatics, aka the herbs. Got that. We got our corn. We don't have the tomato. We need broth, tomato, and cheese still. We'll do tomato first. What kind of upload speeds? Samo, what kind of upload speeds is there? Did we even test it?
Upload's like
300 kilobits.
Upload's like 2.4 megs.
And downloads 2.4 megs. Yeah, literally LOL, RIP. Mish was making honey cake and suddenly your scale is being a BIT star star. So you're scaling, but the scale is not? Mish. What are you gonna do? I guess that's why we always need one of the old school versions of the scale. Not a digital one. These are the things we learn. Yep. It's not weighing correctly. Sometimes we have to like recalibrate it, I think. I just don't know how. Okay, we got some tomatoes here. These were like, I forget what they're called. Campari? Campari tomatoes. We buy them on the vine like this. They're actually so delicious. I was thinking we'd use these because these ones were really ripe, so I put them in the fridge. Might as well just use that one up too. Analog, that's the word, thank you. You tried putting the scale in the oven? Yeah, let's see what comes out. You're gonna eat it no matter what comes out? You're eating the scale? The hell, Mish? I'm grabbing a container again. I need a bigger one. Like a 1.5 cupper. Oh, the cake. She's eating it no matter what comes out. It looked good, the recipe. I didn't actually click on it. I just saw what you shared with all of us, though. It looked yummy. Thank you very much for always sharing your tasty treats. Would you say, Mish, like Danish people, It seems like you guys always make like a fancy dessert once a week. Is that like a tradition? What if a pie comes out? Yeah, then what? Like, what? I put a cake in the oven. How is it a pie? Most people will make a fancy dessert to go with a Sunday meal. I like that. And I like how you said that. They will make the dessert. Here, people will buy a dessert. I would say like store-bought desserts, most of them are trash. Like unless you're going to like a high-end bakery, there's really no point to even buy a dessert from the store. Like literally just make it yourself. It'll taste way better. It's actually something I learned from a really popular food writer. I don't know if you guys have heard of Michael Pollan. What is the show that he had on Netflix, Sam? Forget what the food show was. Wasn't it about the elements?
Yeah, maybe.
He talked about like if you have like a craving for something sweet, you should always make it yourself because it's just like so much more rewarding and better for you. Did I get called and you got called, Wayne? Or was it me the whole time?
I got called from my mom.
Oh. Hello? Yeah, okay, wait. If there's one thing you're gonna buy, it's French silk pie. Where's Mythical Suki? Where's she at? It's so good though. And by the way, I'm just quartering these tomatoes because they're pretty small and bite sized. They said cherry tomatoes, which you could just half. Holy. That's when you really know the Matrix is bargain though, if you put a cake in the oven and a pie comes out. Would you tell people, Chad, or would they not even believe you? Would you try and tell people that you put a cake in the oven but a pie came out, or would you just keep it to yourself? Because who would believe that? I love tomatoes too, Paloozer. I always have cucumber and tomato for snacking. For like last night, for example. It was like 7 o'clock and I was like, I'm kind of like hungry still. And I like was craving some kind of veggie, like something fresh. So I just cut up some fresh cucumber and tomato, sprinkled it with salt. It was like so perfect. You can't keep secrets, Mish, so you definitely tell. I could see that. I would tell people too. Because I don't care if they think I'm weird. That's why I would tell them. That's a good ratio of tomatoes to corn. For the beans, this is looking so good together. Yes, that too, Cookie. A little bit of fresh mozzarella to have around. Or feta, if you're a Mish. Okay, for the broth for this, I'm just gonna mix up from a concentrate. Nothing fancy. Just want to see how much it says. And remember, we're doubling this. Because they only use 1 can of beans. That's such a small amount. 3/4 cups, we need like 1.5 cups of broth. Succotash, like, it almost is. Yeah, it's getting very similar. That's why I said it like very summery almost. So mix up the broth and then that's good. And then maybe we will turn on our oven. Get things cooking. And then while things are cooking, we can work on our Caesar salad. Yeah, have you ever had a Knorr brand? Misha's gonna kill me. We can use actually some of that one. Let's do it, just for you. We'll do a little half and halfer because this one's delicious. It has a tomato and chicken flavor. Wait, those two things are in our dish already. Yeah, if you've never had Knorr brand, this one is actually so delicious. Bugging them because they hate when I say the K. That's how you say it in the kitchen though, right guys? You don't say Knorr. You get the Knorr. Just like that. Get the Knorr. 1.5 cups of water. Do I have any experience with the Thermomix? Not myself, but Sam's mom has one. So I could definitely point you in the right direction of green box. Sam died. Why'd you die? This happens, Wayne, when I stream. It just like he goes to bed. Okay, so a little bit of this chicken and tomato. I got this one. I've never seen it before, but I got it from the Latin market. And it actually is a product of Mexico, so that's cool. I'm gonna go like a good tablespoon worth. They're so expensive, Mish. Yeah, Thermomix. Insane. But she uses it for like almost everything. That, and then she has also an incarcerum like I do. She can basically make whatever she wants now. And I would say she loves it. Sam, did she get that one from her sister who's in Germany? Is that how they get the Thermomix things? Let's go like that, chat. We could always add more if we feel like we need more flavor. But I don't want to make this too salty. You could always taste this too, right? Because you don't have to cook it. So sometimes I do that. Mmm. It's like oniony and just like really good tasting, honestly. That's gonna be so good with the beans. Thermomix is German. I believe you're right. I believe you're right. I think I have like one of their little recipe books that she sent me one time. But yeah, what a cool piece of equipment. That's definitely not a one-use thing. Okay, here's this. Look at the color. Also why I like that broth mixture. And like it has an oil slick on it when you make it. There's real ingredients in there. Okay. Yeah, after this, we just have to do our Caesar salad. So I'm gonna turn on the oven. Because we can work on things while it's baking. So we're gonna go 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Get that on. We can cook our chicken and bacon at the same time. And then while we're waiting, I'm gonna shred up some of our aged Gouda because we're gonna use it in the beans as well as in the Caesar salad in place of Parmesan. Company which is family owned and operated as a limited partnership. They have 12,000 full-time employees. Whoa, you could be a sales representative. Fun. That's a very big company, hey? Yeah, Thermomix, not super popular in North America. I think because of the price and like just like KitchenAid, like the lower end appliances are so much more popular here because I think that's what people can afford. And it's also marketed a lot more, right? Compared to like a Thermomix. The first time I saw a Thermomix, I was in culinary school. And we had it in one of our classes, like one of our second-year classes. And then, yeah, I saw Sam's mom's. We did some things with it together at their house, and that is it. I've only seen 2 in my life. Okay, cheese time. We're gonna finally grate it on that side. It should be from Vorwerk. Like, that's where the machine comes from. The biggest thing of cheese. But we are actually doing pretty good through this cheese. Doing pretty good through there. I might actually cut off this bottom layer today. But honestly though, I think it might like keep it longer if we keep the rind on. This is a 500-day aged Gouda cheese though. You can see all the salty pockets in it, so that's why I said it's more like a Parmesan. They use them in the Danish version of Master Chef. So yeah, people are like aware of the brand now. But yeah, the price point on them is insane. Isn't it like a couple thousand? I mean, I guess I spent that on my food processor. So there's that. And let's say, like, okay, if I didn't have a Vitamix and I didn't have a RoboCoupe, then maybe I would buy a Thermomix. That would make sense. It's over 10,000 Danish. Are they called kroners? But yeah, this is the rind. I always forget to show you guys. The brand is Landana. 500-day aged. Danish kroners. Okay, so we're cutting like a big chunk off of this so we can grate it. If that's possible. You need a cheese snack? Yeah. He hears the plastic wrestling. The ears perk up. Is this cheese? Yes, it is cheese. Ooh, there's like some air pockets in there. So we originally paid $30, and I think it was $5 off or something. Like $25 for this 2.5 kilo brick of cheese. And that's like more than enough than we'll need. I'm gonna take this off. Let's see. It's like a wax rind on here, chat. If you're like, what the heck is she doing? There you go. That's how hard it is. There. How do I feel about brie? I love brie cheese. There's not many cheeses I don't like. Yeah, it's like a pet that hears the treat bag, exactly. But this pet also like drives me places. It's a pretty good pet. Ha ha ha. This stuff is pretty strong, so you don't need a big piece for snacking. We'll give him 2 options. And yeah, you know the cheese is aged when it just crumbles apart like that.
Cheese tax. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. The oven's heating up in here. I gotta turn on the fan. Okay, grate this up. Look at that. Got some funk in there. And then I think we can finally start getting some beans cooking. Put the chicken and the bacon in and cook our beans. Yeah, do you have a pet mouse? No. Hello, yet it is. Happy Friday to you too. How are you doing? I got the cheese out. Your oldest cat, Mr. Rebel. Oh, that's his name. Comes running in from wherever in your apartment. When you unwrap any kind of cheese, no matter, yeah, sometimes you like test it, you like do it really quietly. No, they could be fast asleep. And it's like, oh, is that rustling of a wrapper? I'm right here. Don't forget. We don't want to grate ourselves. Just be careful. Extra flavors. You're just happy it's Friday? Me too. I'm glad to be back cooking. The last weekend with Sambo. So I gotta make him all these yummy, tasty things. Because he never really knows what he gets up at work anymore. Huh? Gruel is what you get sometimes? I love those cats that just like come yelling in the kitchen. Like, wow! It's like, oh, do you need something? I think one of my favorite like social media accounts right now as far as cats is Mr. Kitters. Mr. Kitters the cat. Gotta watch it on the daily. His name was Mr. Rebel when you adopted him, but he's such a cute little gentleman. You turned it into... Oh, sorry, it was Rebel when you adopted it, so you turned him into Mr. Rebel. Oh. There was a cat this week trapped in our parkade downstairs. And like there's no pets in our building. And so then I just like, we were walking to the car and I see this out of the corner of my eye, something like under a car, and then it's just like running beside us. I was like, holy shit, there's a cat. And so I was like, okay. I always like talk to the animals. I was like, we're going this way, like this is where our car is. And it like totally like went in front of us and was like going to the car. But it was too scared to like actually come say hi. I think it definitely knew it. It effed up. It got trapped down there. Beautiful cat, though. This is hard to grate if you guys couldn't tell. Some of the pieces are really hard. Those ones I sometimes just get rid of. It's when it goes close to the rind, like that wax piece I cut off. Sometimes it tastes like waxy like that. It's weird. You got a puppy a few months ago. His original name was Tater, but your dad said it wasn't tough enough, so he changed it to Vader. I'm sure the puppy comes to both names though, right? Because they sound so similar. It's like, yep, that's me. Oh my gosh, really? What? No pets are allowed in your building either, Blood Oak? So naturally, 90% of people there either have a cat or a dog. There we go, Wayne. I'm just a foster mom. The peanut gallery from the corner of the sofa. The corner of the living room. Okay, I think this is good chat. Let me taste those. Those little bits are okay. Crunchy bits and bobs of cheese. It's cheese. Who's gonna complain? That is more than we'll ever need, by the way. So now we have extra, but that's why we also made extra bacon too, right? So at this moment, I'm gonna put the chicken and the bacon into the oven. Then I'll set a 10-minute timer. You would complain, Mish. But that is fair though, like I don't have feta cheese today. So you can complain about that. Okay, so oven's at 400 Fahrenheit. 10 minutes on the clock. That's for the bacon first to check. The chicken will be about 20 minutes before we check it. Let's get a container for cheese. Yeah, there's actually never enough cheese. Lies. It's so good. I don't think I ever had... Actually, no, that's a lie. Aged Gouda. I was gonna say I never had aged Gouda before this one. Yes, I have, because there's a cheesemaker actually in this province. They make an aged Gouda cheese called Sylvan Star Grizzly Gouda. I showed Samo it the other day in the store. I was like, look, this is one of my favorite cheeses. And it's so aged that it's like white, like Parmesan. It's actually so, so good though. But yeah, this cheese, let's just pop it in the fridge for now. Stays nice and cold. Okay, I'm gonna take a really quick bathroom break while we're at this point in our stream, and I will be back in a moment. Hold tight. Don't even touch that dial. Should I do this for us? Yes. Okay, BRB. Hi, I have arrived. I'm back. You're smelling things from your oven? That is a good sign. Things are working. The pie is being made. I almost drank that too fast and choked. Careful. Easy now. Okay. Let's get some romaine lettuce out and we'll chop it up. We gotta wash it too. I gotta get the salad spinner out. And that is a task that I need a stool for. Look in Discord. Okay. Oh my gosh. What is that? It's really juicing. Good thing you put a pan underneath. What is even happening right now? The honey's baking out of the cake. Okay, I gotta get this salad spinner down. It's for spinning like 20 pounds of salad, which we don't have today, but don't worry. We could have that in the future. always really good idea to wash your romaine lettuce and like any fresh greens like that from the store, especially if they say that you should wash it. Definitely wash it. Nothing like a little E. coli to get you going. I'm just rinsing the top lid. It's a bit dusty. It's been a bit. This is an industrial salad spinner though. And yes, they come way larger size than this. This is the smallest industrial size that exists. So naturally, we had to get it. You gotta clean a couple things? Okay, I'll be here probably. Okay, that's rinsed. There's like some... Oh, just a drainage pipe. So how these ones are built is you can like connect a little like spigot hose, which I might do just so we can use it on the counter. There's this. Just connect that on the bottom, because that's where the water drains out when you spin it, and then you just like put it into the sink. Because like you're not always gonna spin it inside of the sink. And that's that. Okay, so that's set up. Just gonna put it to the side. Let's get our lettuce. And then we'll chop it up. Looks like you can clean like 20 servings with it. Basically, it's huge. It works really good though. Like we used to live somewhere that had a big garden. And so I'd always have to wash so much greens and stuff from the garden. But yeah, this romaine, see, wash before use. It just looked really good at the store this week. So we're like, hey, let's get some Caesar salad in our life. But we might as well wash up a couple, right? Because then it's washed and ready to go in the fridge. I find I'm way more likely to use it at that point. Just put it in a container or a reusable bag. Let's wash half of them. No. It goes bad fast when you cut it up, you know this. And yeah, one thing making Caesar salads at home, don't wash the lettuce too early. I'm just bugging the roommate. But yeah, you don't want to wash and cut it too early because it will start to go rusty where it goes like this, kind of pinky red color. Yelling. Y'all will hear me one way or another. Okay, and then I always kind of look over. These ones look really nice and clean, but I always pick off like any brown bits that we don't want to cut up. Because it's so hard to pick it out when you cut it smaller. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and like 3 along the side. And then you just go along like this, like 1-inch thick pieces. Stop when you find the core like that. And that's it. Pieces of romaine. And yeah, this is a piece of core too. If you find that in there, just get rid of it because it's really bitter. Most people think, oh, there's like nothing wrong with that. No, it's really bitter. And then here's how I usually use my salad spinner. Is there's this basket that all of this stuff sits in, but then to first wash it, if like your sink is kind of full of dishes like mine is now, because we've been prepping stuff, you can just throw the lettuce into here, fill it with cold water, and wash it in there. And then just dump the stuff from here into the basket in the sink, and then you can spin it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Romaine is not usually this green. It looks so good. Hi Scoots, how are you doing? Having an okay Friday? We're just prepping a little sneezer salad here. And our chicken is in the oven with some bacon. Yeah, I learned this trick working in restaurants when I was working on a veg station. In like a really high-end restaurant, you had to be like so organized and like quick at prep. And so we'd always get like all this fresh produce from farms in the local area. And I had to really get quick at like processing through all the greens, right? So I learned to do that with like Swiss chard and just any greens or lettuces like that. It honestly saves so much time. So I would really suggest trying it out. Good Friday, just busy since people think they want everything done before they go on vacation. Well, yeah, that's how it works. It's like, let's touch base in the new year. Let's not. Okay, I'm just getting some cold water in the sink, and then we'll fill this up and wash it. Clear the area. Move it or lose it. There we are. Okay, I'm filling it up. Does this even fit under the tap? Just. And then yeah, I also always washed all my greens in this same way too. Where you just like fill the spinner with water in the sink beside you, rinse it all out. And we'd actually like save the water from the veggies being washed and just put it back in the garden when we water it. But that was like a very different restaurant compared to other ones, because it was a slow food restaurant. So like everything had to be sustainable, or like 98% of stuff. Okay, so now it's like filled with water. Just give it a swish around. And see how I have my little like cord kind of looped up? Because the water will try and come out if you're not careful. And so then I just put my this basket into the sink now. We're gonna pour this into there, and then we can spin it together. We used to have a Cuisinart salad spinner, but it honestly broke within like a week of using it. The plastic just shattered. Don't want any sand. Yeah, that too. Bugs, dirt, anything like that. And like even bacteria too, right? So now you just take this, get that fitted on there. I'll switch to this other view. You can like just see the top of the spinner, or not even really. Just like that. Good to go. It's so loud. Get those gears going. We're about to take off. You like it? I wish you guys could see the water coming out of the bottom from the pipe as I spin it. I don't know if we can go closer. Focus on it. There you go. Like as I was spinning it, the water's coming out and just going into the sink. I was like, that's so cool. Okay, now it's dried. So you can do that as many times as you want until the lettuce is dried. What do we got on our timer? Oh wait, I clicked 10 minutes and it didn't go. I guess I'll set 5 minutes now. It's lying to us. I'm just gonna put this in a big salad bowl for now, and then I'll just pack up later whatever we don't use today. Those 3 heads of romaine. They weren't the biggest heads either. I will say that. Whoa. And the reason we spin the water off of the lettuce is so that the dressing can stick back onto it. If your lettuce is too wet, your dressing will just like slide off. Because oil and water are not friends. They're not enemies, but they're also not friends. Big old bowl of salad. That was the first time I ever used that little tube for the water, and it worked so good. So I'll just have to make sure I clean all of that really good later. Literally massive. Like, where do I even put this now? Around the corner. Okay, that was like one of the last things on our list is done. So should we just put this in the fridge to stay nice and crisp? If you can fit it. If that's an option. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're starting beans. Get a medium-sized pot. Just peeking at the oven stuff. Nothing crazy is happening at all. Do I want a pot or should I just do it? I think we'll just do it in a brazier. Don't worry, everyone. It's just a cast iron lid that was really heavy. Yeah, I just got scared. Greens always look so nice too, very fresh. Yeah, like when they look good at the store, I always buy them. It was like this. Just wait till you see my spinach. Thank you, Scooter, for the 47 months in a row. Is that her second 47 month today? No, we had a 45 month. You're almost at 4 years there, Scoots. But yeah, we got this like such a nice bag of baby spinach today from the store. I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna eat all that, but we need it. One thing I know about spinach, if you cook it, there's less to eat. It's like a mind trick. Okay, come on over. That's our pan. We are gonna want, I think, some butter to start these beans. Let's go closer. The cast iron looks a little dried, if you will. But let's turn this on to a medium-high heat. Like 6 out of 9. We'll get a little pat of butter in there. And then we'll start sauteing our onions. for the brothy beans. Chicken's cooking. Bacon's cooking. Salad's basically done. This is a deadly meal. Good couple nubs of butter, I would say. If you see smoke, it's just the burner underneath. There might have been a little bit of oil or something on the coil. You know how it is. Okay, that looks good. Hello? Is there someone at the door? It might have been upstairs, but it honestly sounded like here. Although it's hard to hear the front door. Yeah, the oil just burns off, right? All good. It does though. It's true. Okay, that's a 5-minute timer going off. I'll just peek in the oven one more time to see how much longer we should go for the bacon first off. The bacon's like half cooked. Maybe not even. So I'm definitely gonna go another 5. It'll probably be closer to 10. And then, was there anyone? Oh, there was someone. Oh shit. I'm just gonna grab a spoon so that we can start stirring up our stuff. It was a knock at the door. Wasn't as bad as the one time I had to, during stream, go down to the front door and let someone in. That was fun. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Let's get our onion in. I don't think anyone was here with me, obviously. It was something delivery. I forget what it was that you ordered. But yeah, it came in and the guy couldn't get in. The buzzer like wasn't working, he said. Which I don't know how that's possible, but anyways. So I had to like let him in. Let's get a sprinkle of salt on these onions. It'll just help some of the moisture cook out more. And then I think I also have to refill my pepper grinder too. But yeah, we'll cook these until they're just golden brown. Get some nice flavor on there. There we go. Now we're in it. Sambo's gifts are arriving.
Yeah.
Samta. Do I have peppercorns here? I'll use this other container first. You're not giving gifts right now. I'm streaming.
I'm not giving anybody anything. You're not gonna miss a damn thing.
There's no gift giving. Ice. Just laughing at me. It's actually really fun just living with 2 guys. It's pretty chill. And it's fun to bug them. I don't know if we could have another girl in here, honestly. Like, imagine 2 of me. That would be too much. What? It would be. That's why we're talking about it. It's good to know. But let's be honest, do I like living with the guys more? Or I'm pretty sure they like living with me. I think it's that way. Things just magically happen. Wow, it's Kate magic. Okay, in the meantime, we need a cutting board so we can make our bacon bits whenever they're done. Just trying to organize us. Put this stool away. The smells are starting, so you know things are working. Almost time for the garlic and the thyme. And then we still just need a little bit of lemon to finish off these beans at the end with the parsley. Some fresh flavor. Okay, that's our 5 minutes again on the oven. Where are we at? Nothing yet. Do another 5. Is this thing even on? I turned it up 20 degrees. Hi, Mickey! Welcome. How are you? How was your week? Okay. List. Romaine, check. Cheese, check. Dressing. It's in the fridge. Just gotta chop up our bacon and sauce our chicken. This is just butter and onion so far in the pan. We're building up the layers of flavor. Always spread it back out so it cooks nice and even. Couple more moments. Week's been good, busy now. You shut the factory down till after the new year. That's always the best. It's like to be able to go on holiday and like to know that you don't even have to think about what's going on there. It's not even open. It doesn't matter. Okay, ready? We're going in with our garlic and thyme. Give that a stir. Best sounds ever. That onion really soaked up that butter. I think I might have to put a little bit more butter in here. You'll notice if you don't have enough fat when you're like sauteing stuff, it'll burn quicker. But like not a caramelization, it'll actually just burn. Get more butter. Go like that. Schmelt. That is looking so good. There we go, it's like saucy again. Things are actually sizzling. Next up, chat, we're putting our tomatoes in so they can kind of get seared up as well. I love making like kind of a pasta sauce in this way too. Just like pan roasted tomatoes with onion, garlic, and herbs rather than something out of a jar or a can. I'm gonna put this parsley in the fridge too for now. That's looking really delicious. Just notice the music looks really loud. We don't want to burn the garlic, so definitely keep your eye on this, and that's why I'm stirring it as often as I am. Okay, like 30 more seconds, and then we'll pop those tomatoes in here. If you let the garlic get too dark, it's gonna start to taste bitter. Bitter and burnt. And when we add these tomatoes, it'll cool down the pan and stop this from cooking as much. Sounds so good. We're gonna turn down the pan now to a medium-low heat. Kinda let these tomatoes get saucy with this stuff. And then my timer just went off again for the bacon, so let's give it a peek. Whoa, hey, that looks delish. This is where the bacon's at. I think we can go a little bit more. I like my bacon bits to be crispy, not really soft. Look how dark that got. Let those go for a minute or two, and then we can add our beans and corn and broth and let it simmer together a little bit until it's nice and thickened. I know they call the beans brothy, so up to you, like how brothy you want to make them. If you guys want the recipe, it is there today, as well as in Discord. I'm excited for this. And they did suggest, like, if you wanted to make the beans a complete meal, like putting sausage or shrimp in with it. So good. So there's our corn. This was just frozen corn. And then we used white kidney beans instead of the butter beans because I couldn't find the butter beans at the store. And then this is just a little bit of the juice from the can of beans, which I like to put in because it gives it a nice consistency for the sauce. And then from there, this is our broth. You want to add it all? Let's add it all. If I have to turn up the pan, I will. That is looking so good, though. Been on a bean kick. So this gets stewed together until it gets saucy. And then we just finish it with cheese, lemon, and parsley at the end. I'm gonna try the broth now. The heck was that? Like loud banging outside or something. Hello? My tiny little spoon. So now I'm turning that pan back up to medium heat. Whoa. That is tasting so good. The garlic and onion flavors. And then it's gonna get like sweet from the tomato and the corn now. Yes, please. So yeah, we just brought these together while the chicken and the bacon were cooking. Always nice to have something to work on rather than like, hey, you're gonna do something for a bit and then you gotta wait 5 minutes. If I'm like in the kitchen, I always just try and get everything done at once rather than drag it on. Bacon is very close. And that means the chicken is gonna be good in a bit too. So let's say when we take the bacon out, we can probably sauce the chicken at the same time. And then to finish, the chicken is just a quick little broil. If you want to crisp up the skin, those are your options. Let's see how long this is gonna take for it to come up to a simmer. I don't think it'll take very long. Okay, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna clean a few things up. It's always nice to clean as you go. Put my cans from my beans in the recycle bin. Maybe even do some dishwasher stuff. We'll see. Getting excited though. I think this is all gonna really turn out well. When you really load up the dishwasher with a lot of stuff, holy, how did I fit all this in here? That's the question. I guess we need some plates out for food, right? Let's go this one. Then for Sambo. Oh, and we need salad ones too. I'll do this one. You always know the bacon's almost done when you start to smell it. It's funny how that happens. Oh, I can smell the bacon. That must mean it's done. How does it work like that? Bubs! Hi! How are you? Doing dishwasher things while we're waiting. How is our friend BB Bubs today? Fellow food and drink streamer, legendary human being, who we had the pleasure of meeting. When was that? 2 years ago now? How? How was it 2 years ago already? You're chilling? Good, man. You having a good Friday? Barbecue chicken thighs. We were gonna use the Traeger today. But when we were working out of town for so long, our balcony got taken over by pigeons. Like, the actual plug just for the Traeger is like, has seen better days. So we decided on doing oven barbecue thighs instead, and I think that's okay. Pigeons, I tell ya. Part of living downtown. Can't really help that one. Especially when everyone's gone for like 2 whole months. Chicken thighs, we honestly say that all the time on stream. It's like chicken thighs are just superior. The best. There's lots of pigeons in Vegas too. Dude, how was Vegas for like F1 while you were there? Or you didn't even like have anything to do with it. You're like, I'm not even going near that area. Okay, hopefully our bacon is ready when this timer goes off. I was just thinking, like, pigeons are everywhere. And pigeons, they always look the same, no matter where you are in the world. Like, you go elsewhere and there's, like, different versions of magpies and stuff like that. But, like, pigeons, they're always the same. No matter what country or area of the world you're in. What is with that? There's only one variety of pigeon? I probably will need this pair of tongs, so I'll leave that there for now. That is a pretty good looking simmer, I would say. You can go with a heavier simmer to start, because I don't want to be waiting on this reducing. Then we can turn it down after. Okay, bacon. How are you? Very near. I think if we do another 5, we'll be good. There's tons of different kinds of pigeons. Used to work for a guy who trained carrier pigeons, bred them to sell to people. Yes, yeah. I've met a guy like that too. And then like the day he was showing us the pigeons, one got eaten by a hawk. Like, whoa. Nature, man. Okay, I'm turning this down just a little bit, the beans. 250k for a pigeon. You really, like, gotta wonder, hey? It's like, what world is this? So that's what I gotta get into. Breeding pigeons. I mean, I'm already on a start. That's right, Mish. We have a head start already. Yeah, like a legit carrier pigeon. That'd be so cool to have, though. Like, come on. Ah. I just poured some water on my foot. I hate that. We're doing it. Eventually we'll get some lunch today. That is actually one thing I've always wanted. Like as a pet or just to like have that lives around you is a raven. I'm very obsessed with them. Or yeah, the owls in Harry Potter too. Very similar. Holy, I'm almost there. Koi fish also sells for millions, Frank? Well, we gotta get into this business, it sounds like. Okay, the only thing I didn't do yet was the cutlery. But first I think this bacon has to come out. So let me just clear off the cutting board really quick. Go, 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 we did it. Whistle while you work. Bubs will probably know what I mean when I say you race the dishwasher. And there's so much dishes that you race the dishwasher cycle. Those are good times. Okay. That... I don't know if it's even crisp enough yet. Like, we're getting there around the edges, but like the bacon itself isn't super crispy. So I think we can like let it keep going. So then, shall I get a trivet on the cutting board so that we can sauce up the chicken and put it back in the oven? I think so. I think it's happening. Koi is a really big business in Asia. I haven't been like that many spots in Asia, but that'd be really cool. Yes, yeah, me too. Dream of an industry dishwasher in your house. Like, why is it not a thing? That's what I want to know. Why is it not a thing? Same with like the true, like the industrial fridges, the big ones. If you, I learned this because we bought one, right? If you put an industrial kitchen fridge inside of your house, you void the warranty automatically. And so you could keep it in a garage, but you can't put it inside of a living space, like a home, which is so nuts. Okay, there's our chimkin thighs. I would say they're like probably close to being done cooking already. We can always check that by using a thermometer, which I think I'll do. Why not? And I always like to check the biggest one. I mean, just like going by how they look. I don't even have to temp them, but I'll prove it to you guys. Yeah, they're at like 195. I would say thighs, you can push them to this point because of the connective tissue. Almost like nicer when you break it down. They get more tender. So now we're just gonna we use this sauce up. We didn't make it homemade, but if you want to make your own barbecue sauce, I would suggest it if you've never done it before. There is a recipe linked there with the oven-baked barbecue chicken, but we're using this. We've used it for pork ribs once already on stream, so we thought we'd use it to make chicken today. It's not a super sweet barbecue sauce, and it's also like not a super acidic one. I'm just gonna do a little squirt like this and probably rub the rest on with my hands. And I'm like pretty particular about my barbecue sauces. I don't like when they're too smoky either and like you can't taste what you're eating. I'm just gonna use my hands. I don't think it'll be too hot. We baked these without the sauce on for the first bit, just so we could render some more of the fat out of the chicken and also crisp up the skin a bit more. So now I'm actually gonna turn the oven off, and then whenever those beans are done, we're just gonna turn on the broiler and finish these under the broiler. You could use like a brush or something to brush this on, but like honestly my hands were already dirty, so why wouldn't I just use them? It's like you're taught that your hand is like another utensil if you've ever worked in a restaurant. You're chopping carrots and water chestnuts for pork fried rice for dinner. Yum! You wish you had the knife skills to make it go faster. Okay, so I don't think the beans are too far away. Here, let's go back over there while I put this back in the oven for now. It says brothy beans, so I was saying, like, you can choose how brothy you want the beans to be. This can just chill here. Oh yeah, and the bacon should be done. That was perfect, actually. Yes. Yes. The bacon is done now. So oven's just chilling, it's off. But things will stay warm in the oven, right? Let's give this a stir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're soaking up all those flavors. So we finish these with cheese, parsley, and lemon. I thought that would like bring all these flavors together so nice. Let's see how that's tasting. And then we'll get this bacon off of the tray. Yeah, no soggy chicken skin allowed. No way, Jose. The garlic flavor is really good in there. And like a little bit of sweetness from the corn and tomato. The seasoning is good too. I really don't think we need any extra salt. We can finish it with some black pepper, I think, at the end. And that'll be good. Okay, come back over here. Bacon strips. This is why I lined the pan with foil. Because imagine if you had to like scrub that off of the sheet pan. No thank you. So now we're just going to take it off of there. I'm just going to put it on a cutting board. Kind of like drain the extra fat. If you have paper towel, use that. We're getting closer to having a Caesar salad. One step closer. Okay, so we're just waiting on the beans. Couple more mins. But I think everything else is basically done. So I guess we could like mix up, toss up our Caesar salad while we're waiting. This is some very meaty bacon. And yes, it is still very hot. Okay, so cut this into like however big bacon bits you want. It's a very salty batch of bacon. Holy. Usually this one's like really sweet. But this week it's really salty. Just washing my hands and my knife. There's lots of bacon fat. Just coats everything. Now I'll just leave that on the cutting board so it can cool off. And then later I'll pack it away into a container. And into the fridge. Back to the beans. We're getting close. That. This is what we need for plating. I just left the extra sauce as well, just on the side in case anyone wanted some. Just putting away extra dishes.
Whoa.
It's starting to really smell good in here. Sneeze or salad. Give this another stir, see how it's doing. Love how the tomatoes just like fall apart into this sauce. So good. And yeah, finishing this with the cheese, lemon, and parsley is seriously gonna be perfect. Everyone get some water. I've been drinking enough water today on stream. Get a cuppa. If I have to drink it, you do too. Good stuff. Okay, we got lettuce. Dressing. Ah, it's unstable. Oh Lord. Okay, it's fine now. The cheese and the parsley. Okay, we're gonna make a Caesar salad really quick while we're waiting. Just gonna toss it in a bowl, I think, on the side, and then we'll garnish it afterwards. Should be good enough for a couple portions. And then the rest of this extra stuff just gets packed up for later in the week. That looks good. Maybe a little more. I really do love Caesar salad. Like I said, hard to go wrong with it. Even if you're missing a couple things. And don't at me about the croutons, I can't eat them. Don't like when Caesar salad's like sopping wet with dressing. So I always add a little bit to start because you can always add more afterwards. But it like sucks when it's like overdressed and just like such gross texture. It's not crunchy anymore. Probably toss this with just a fork and spoon. This is for 2 of us. Feel like so old school when I mix a salad like this. If this was a restaurant, like most salads, I'm just saying this, is like mixed with your hand. Because chefs and cooks, like, there's no time to be mixing things like this. Like, fooling around. Like, it's literally you're racing against time when you work in a restaurant. It's such a crazy feeling. Gives you some really good skills, though, for later in your life, I will say. You love a bit of hand in your salad. That's what puts the love in there, Mish. If you didn't know. This is looking good, though, I think. Everything's nicely coated. It's not, like, too wet. You can always taste a little piece. Yep. That works. Okay, so distribute that. Yeah, no feet in the salad, but hands are allowed. So this is what it is. Renee's Mighty Caesar for garlic lovers. Are we garlic lovers, chat? I think so. I don't ever mix the cheese into the salad either, because I find it just gets clumped up. Whoa, the salad's going out of the bowl. So I always sprinkle the cheese and the bacon on at the end. And if you have croutons, you do that too. Get in there. Feta forever. Forever and ever. Okay, I'm doing the cheese first because the bacon's gonna make my hands sticky. Cheese. It's typically Parmesan. This is an aged Gouda. Something crumbly and salty. That's really all we're looking for here. Welcome back, Oak Oak. You got your things working for your banh mi? Trash is taken out. Pickle is sitting and ready to go for later. Love it. Yeah, you can't skip on the pickles in the banh mi. It's important. Like, I've even made those up at camp. Where, like, I'm pretty sure no one appreciated that, but, like, you need it in there. Okay. That looks yummy. You're doing smash burgers for dinner? Let's go, Cookie. It is that kind of day. Just getting this container for the bacon. I can get rid of the cutting board. And then I think we'll turn the broiler on. Finish the chicken. The beans are looking really good. Smash burgers are life. But so is bacon. Mix a pickled white onion, carrot, cucumber, and daikon. Yum! Those pickles are good to just eat on their own, too. Wash this bacon grease off. I don't think you realize how excited I am for these Caesar salads. Oh, nice, Cookie. White sweet potato, so like the Asian variety. Those should actually work really good for sweet potato fries because they're like a bit more starchy than the orange ones, I would say, like the yams. So I'm excited to hear how that goes. Okay, chat, open up. We got the cheese and the bacon. Put those in the fridge so they stay nice and fresh. And then let's go over. Crunchy double fried sweet potato fries with a little bit of chipotle mayo for dipping. That's life. Whoa. Okay, it's starting to stick a little bit on the bottom, so that tells me that these are very near to being done, so I'm gonna really turn down the heat. And like, because the beans were out of a can, we know that they are already cooked. They're not gonna be crunchy at all, so that's wonderful. We just wanted to reduce the sauce so that it flavored everything more. Let me get one more taste of this so that I can determine how much like cheese, lemon, and parsley we gotta add. Wow, those got buttery. I'm just gonna turn it off because it's really good. Holy. Okay, a little bit of black pepper just to start because I didn't add any of this in yet. This is my new favorite thing. Beans are underrated. Just gonna go out and say that. Like, cabbage and beans, underrated. I think the parsley I'll put on the beans on the plate. The cheese and the lemon, though, we can sprinkle on top. So remember, if your beans are like really salty in the pan already, don't put a ton of cheese on top because it's just gonna make it even more salty. I'm gonna do a small bit of lemon. I have a whole one, so I'm just gonna cut like a third off of it, I think. Coat your fries with a little drizzle of garlic oil and Parmesan. Ooh! There's like some burger places here that will make garlic fries like that, and oh my gosh, it's good. Like so garlicky, just like fresh chopped garlic. And then cheese. Holy. And yeah, never pass up finishing off sauces and stuff with fresh lemon juice like that. Not out of the bottle, it's gotta be squeezed fresh. And it makes your hand smell so good. So we'll just let that sit for now. I'll turn on this broiler to high. I'm just gonna pop open the oven door so we can keep our eye on it. And I will get a fan out so I don't set off the smoke detector. Because apartments. Yeah. It's working. There's flow. Wait, I missed the part where you said you put truffle on it. Hello? That's the best part. Yes, please. Okay, I'm assuming we need like a ladle to scoop these beans out of here. We're just getting ready to plate. And then I got the tongs for the chicken, so we're good there. And then with the beans being brothy, you just want to make sure that your plates have an edge on them so the sauce doesn't run everywhere. That's important. Turn up the fan. They look great, thank you. I mean, I guess we could go in the oven. There's nothing crazy to look at though. Maybe though, let's see. That's what it's looking like. It's just starting to get hot. But yeah, just the color of like how those beans turned out. Mmm. Time out, you're going in the oven, okay? Oh, the smells though. Okay, I'm gonna put these away. Mish, how is your cake endeavor? It's got real quiet over there. How's your cake endeavor? Or do I gotta time you out? Blue Eyes 0405. Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome in. You believe it's okay? We'll see when you cut it open tomorrow, but the temp is good. Well, that's good. As long as it looks and tastes cake-esque, that's all you really need. It's like, wow, hint of cake, but more like a pie. It could happen. I think I gotta open the window, chat. It's actually insane how much the broiler heats it up. I'll wake up the bear too, because he's having a little nap. A pre-lunch nap. Hi, the bear. It's almost lunchtime. Okay, we gotta keep our eye on the chicken so that it doesn't burn, right? Because there's sugar in there. Oh, shoot. No, I'm just joking. No, but it's actually like almost perfect. I'm gonna rotate it once and then I think we're good. Oh, shoot. Actually, I'll just turn off the broiler and it'll probably finish. Oh, shoot. Speaking of timeouts, I wonder if we should put a timeout into the slap command for like a 5-second one, so you can't just like keep slapping people with a fish. Scaramouche says this is too much. Way too crazy. Check this out though. Cause like they really went there. We gotta come over here now. This is the cord of my fan that I plugged in. Don't mind it. I'll unplug it in a sec. Look! Under the broiler to finish, this is why. The skin is crispied. No soggy chicken skin, and it honestly looks so good. I don't know if I need this anymore. I think we're good without it. It turned out. Give me my cloth. That was so easy. Soggy beans, though? Yes. No soggy chicken skin, but soggy beans are allowed. Just like, think about it. What is... Crunchy bean is not that good. Is it? I don't think so. It's 3 o'clock on the dot? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna scoop the beans first, I think. I'll leave the phone cam going, and then we'll come over and put our chicken on top. We don't want to scoop the beans on top of the chicken and ruin this masterpiece. And thank you, Valk. Yeah, beans are supposed to be soggy. So you know where they debone the thighs, replace it with carrots and celery? On the inside? And then cook it like that? What? Like a crudité? Okay, so the only thing we're missing from here, let's just give it a little stir with the cheese and the lemon that we put on top. Just a little sprinkle of parsley. Look at that though. Not runny really at all. Just brothy. What does that mean? You can make it mean whatever you want. gonna put mine in the center for that one. That's how they ended up looking. So it's like brothy, but the sauce isn't just like running everywhere. So now next, pinch of parsley. It's like mostly for color, I would say, whenever parsley is used, but it does have a nice like fresh flavor to it too. It has a couple different uses, let's say. Okay, which ones look the bestest for the photo? Oh, this one. And what other one? I like the small ones. Are you guys like that too? Or this one even? I might do 3. 3 small boys. And then for Sambo. Did I debone them? No. These are bone-in, skin-on. Let's give 2 to Samo, because he could always come back and get more after. Okay, so if you like wanted some extra like juices, you could always pour this from the pan just into your plate, but I think I'm good with what we have here. It's okay. Thank you for asking, Mish. That's where we're at. You could always add more barbecue sauce if you want. And then make it a complete meal, whether you want to eat this first or like with the dinner, up to you. I'm gonna put it here. Just gonna create a little photo area. And that's it, my friends. Flood City, thank you. You're almost at 2 years. 23 months in a row with the kitchen crew. How are you doing? Let me get my photo. Did this look good, chat? Would you eat it? I'm gonna need a little bit more light for my photo. You know that the day is ending. And like the photos are so dark because the sun has disappeared. Left us. Sometimes I like it this side too. Dusty! Hi, Dust! How are you? Did you have a good week? Okay, I think I got them all. Those look good. Okay, I gotta get the bear so he can come and eat with us. You just saw a movie? What movie? Did you already tell us in Discord, or is this a different movie? You're actually vegan, Mish? The Boy and the Heron, it's animated? Was it good? We watched this week. We watched Barbie movie. I got Sam to download it for me. Honestly, not that impressed with it. Are you gonna come and eat? It's ready.
Ready?
Yeah, that's why I woke you up like 5 minutes ago. To get prepared. And then we also watched Oppenheimer. And that was such a boring movie. Oh my gosh, I didn't even watch it to the end. I just got up and left and went to bed. Barbie was weird. Barbie was like not what I was expecting. Honestly, not worth the hype, I'm gonna say. Like, Sam didn't even watch it. He got like 10 minutes in and he's like, this is stupid. We are mod and subs off. That's one of your new favorite movies. Barbie? Okay. From like what I read, what people thought of it, And like what the movie actually was like totally different. I liked it. I laughed at like some parts. It just wasn't what I expected. I gave you these bigger ones. And I only gave you 2 so that you could eat your beans first. Oppenheimer was super long. It was. One thing I didn't like about Oppenheimer is like when they kept going back through the timelines, like switching back and forth to present and past. Just like do it once or twice and be done with it. How's that all together? Tastes like a sneeze or salad? I'm excited for this. You gotta keep track, it's very confusing. Totally was. Happy! Thank you for the 200 biddies.
Is it already gone?
The way the beans turned out now with the corn. Yes, please. It's like almost like Southern-esque. Your history net and saw it in theater. Yeah, I felt like it was so drawn out. My brain was like, okay, can we just like get to the point of what is gonna happen? So thank you for saying that. It was like so drawn out. Ooh, it's screaming. Is this inside or outside? Nope, definitely outside. I think I could use a little bit more cheese on the beans. But I always like to taste something first. And then like add it after if you want. I'm gonna sprinkle more cheese. Yeah, amazing cast. I will say that too. I just put more cheese on the beans because I felt like we needed it. More cheese.
You sprinkled it?
I sprinkled it. Yeah, same thing like with salt. You can add more at the end if you think you need it. It's allowed. No one can get mad. Okay, I'm gonna eat the chicken with my hand probably, so I'm gonna have a bite of Caesar salad first. Mish is mad. That's okay, you're far enough away. It shouldn't affect me too much.
Oh, fuck.
You'll see, she says. Okay, what's like the best looking one? This one. Look at the bubbles. It is still steaming in my hands. I don't know if you guys can see that. The steams from underneath. Yeah, unsubs. Fine. You want me to cry? Okay, I'm gonna go for a bite. I love to bite this side of the thigh. Like the thick side. There's juices. Perfectly seasoned with the rub we put on first. That wasn't in the recipe to do a rub first. They just went right barbecue sauce on the chicken, which I think is a mistake. And the flavor goes really good with the beans too. So now I want to have a bite. You just eat extra bacon?
No.
He found the bacon container.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is finger licking good. Mmm, it's like so peppery too. Why are chicken thighs seriously so good? The beans turned out though. Wait. It's peppery, chat. I almost died. I'm okay though, don't worry. Keyword almost died. Mish did it, really. It was Mish. I don't know if I like that barbecue sauce on ribs or chicken more, but I honestly think ribs. Chicken, I like a sauce like a little bit more smoky, but I guess if we did it on the Traeger today like we were supposed to, it would have been more smoky.
No, they're both.
They're both like good though.
Yeah.
I will say like it tasted different when you have it with pork versus with chicken too, which is cool. Yeah, the extra fat content in the thighs seriously makes it good. And like as I get older, I'm starting to eat like such a high fat content diet, which is so opposite from what they've told us over these like last, what, 10 years or so. You can't eat that much fats, it's like bad for your cholesterol and everything. I don't think so, man. Like I eat by how my body feels. And it really runs well when there's lots of fats around. You guys arguing in chat is my favorite. Sambo's crushing the beans, so obviously they're good. They're not good? Oh no. Was this a good thing to wake up to?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, while you're finishing it up, I'm gonna look for a raid. Is that okay?
Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends, if you will. What's Dust saying?
Bubby's on.
Bubs was on? He visited us earlier. Should we go see him then? Mom's been getting 65-35 ground beef from the butcher and she loves it. Yes! Yeah, none of this 75-25. Or even 80-20. You need the fats. And like, this is the other thing people don't realize, is the fat will always render out when you cook it. So it might seem like there's a lot at the start, but when you cook it, the fat comes out anyways. So you're only really getting what should be in there. No less, no more, and you're definitely right by saying it has more flavor. Something we're taught in culinary school. Fat equals flavor. So like the less fat that you cook with, literally the less flavorful your food will be. And you guys always wonder why like restaurant food, oh my God, it tastes so good, right? If you realized how much fat and like butter, sugar, salt went into restaurant food, then you would realize why it all tastes as good as it does. Okay, so if the Bubs is on, I think we should go see the Bubs. It's 1, 2, 3 Bs and then 2, right? I think. I believe. But we're finishing up anyways. The chicken turned out, hey? With the rub and the sauce.
Yep.
Good, good quality chicken, I would say too. Like the flavor is really nice. Mm-hmm. None of the bones were like snapped or broken or anything like that. Oh. So for $30 worth of chicken, I think we're gonna get like 6 to 8 meals out of it, which is insane. Can you... I'm gonna move you left. Or you're almost done anyways. Okay, you just finish your chicken there, sir. I'm not gonna rush you. Chat says, please don't rush him. I seen when you bit into the chicken. Just watch where you walk in, because their juices went on the ground. Sorry. Yeah, you did it. Show chat. Your clean plate. Clean plate, messy hands and face. That's all we need, right? That's when you know. Okay, I gotta wipe up the chicken juices first so I can stand here. That's also when you know. When the juices go on the ground. Thank you very much, Kimmers. Oh, he went back for seconds. That's when you really know. Whoa. Belch of approval for the chef. Okay, we're gonna be back tomorrow. You're welcome, Cookie. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. This was a really fun Friday. Didn't take us that long. It only took us 3 hours to make this dish with the fun chat shenanigans involved, as always. So the recipes are in Discord if you want to make this for yourself or even someone else too, because sharing is caring. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific as always, and we're cooking for Katniss Ross. So we are crossing off a menu redemption for her from her channel points. And we're making a spinach and feta stuffed meatloaf. With the gravy and like egg noodles and stuff and a homemade apple crisp. So stay tuned for that. Oh yes, you heard? Okay, phew. The most important person heard what's going into the stream tomorrow. And yeah, other than that, thank you for hanging out with us today, friends. Hopefully we inspired you. And if not, it was nice to just hang out with you for a few hours. Let's go see what Bubs is up to since he was here a little bit earlier. Awesome food and drink streamer. I don't know if he's cooking or playing games or what, but always a fun place to hang. I'ma press that button. You know where to find us if you need us for anything. Discord and Twitch, any other social, we're around. Okay, Cookie says bye. I'm gonna say the same thing. Bye. See y'all tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific. Bye.